And let's see what we've got here. This does seem like a pretty regular match between these two. Shady going for that bread and butter Rip Girl set here. Ripha going for the uh, standard zoning Ninjara. Still with the Ice Dragon on the left side though.
Yeah, Shady going with almost Springman defaults. Except for that Slapamander, which is Ribbon default.
Yeah, it is just a modified Ribbon Girl default set there with the Toaster replacing the Sparky and with the Tribal replacing the Popper for lightweight arms. It's just a playstyle that fits Ribbon Girl so well.
Ripha proving that a jumpy Ninjara is really effective.
Does barely manage to get that rush there with the Tribal on Shady's dash. Shady does have the rush now though, is going to try to close things up a bit, maybe get one of those Tri-Bolt confirms.
Oh, Ripha doing the walk, but Shedy landing that grab in the progress.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Shady was fishing for that rush, and Ripha does want a guard to teleport out of that, but Shady just calls that out. Now Shady does have Ripha at rush health. Ripha does have the rush now, though, so could possibly counter Shady's rush. That slap rush is not the most reliable.
Yeah, Ripha doing really a lot of walking in this set.
Ripha has managed to bring Shady down to rush health now, though. Shady still has the lead, and Shady is making it so hard for Ripha to approach, but that is a 1-2!
Yeah,
Ripha has the health lead!
Ripha can't just run away.
That was so close! Just barely getting the 1-2 to get the health lead there. And Ripha is going to go for the slam for round 2. Actually, kind of a pseudo-mirrored set here with a Mander and a Bolt from both players. But yeah, that slam Mander is going to be a fairly nice way to catch Shady on the approach. But that is rough.
Ripha for that rush.
Is going to manage to avoid the initial Tri-Blast rush there with the Ribbon Girl jumps, and that slap just sneaks around the side. Now Shady has the rush. Now Shady wants to approach.
Shady landing a lot of those double hits. Getting a grab in.
So sneaky at that close range. And Ripha is going to be in hell. That is another nice Tri-Ball hit there. Ripha at the Magic Pixel. Shady not wanting to use the rush, wanting to find a way to close out this round.
Shedy landing that slap him and barely.
Yeah, Shady slapped. Not snapped, slapped. Okay. Both players do have the rush now, though. And Shady is going to try to close in first, but that camera is going to be locked on the wrong position. And now Ripha is bringing Shady into the hot pocket and has the rush ready. Is going to jump in close.
Trying to land, getting that rush landed.
Those side air dashes from Shady.
Is that gonna be the hit? That's gonna be the hit.
Yeah, those side air dashes from Shady, so good at dodging the Tri-Blast, but also so good at jumping right into the slam. Ripha gets another nice wind hit in there. Gets
the clean grab.
Yeah, off the back dash there. Really nice option from Ripha there. And Shady has the rush now, though, but that might be a little too late. Does get 230 damage in there, but that's just 30 less damage than Mummy Grab. If there's one thing I learned from SNS, you gotta beat Mummy Grab to have a good rush. Now Ripha does have the rush ready.
That's not gonna hit, but is it gonna break? Oh no, it isn't.
Shady actually using the opportunity to get a nice 180 hit in there. Now Ripha breaking in the arm though.
And he doesn't punish.
Reacts a bit too late on that. Now Shady almost has the rush back though. Does have the rush now. Can Shady turn things around and get the rush in at the last second? There's the rush. Oh, it's going to barely catch
Oh.
Ripha! And the slap just connects.
That
Shedy
was
takes the
really
first
close.
game in this best of 5.
Yeah, Tribal Rush, I think, has a very long stun time. So that's why Ripha stood there for a while before getting hit again by the rush.
Yeah, Tri-Bolt Rush, that will just catch you out there.
Yeah.
So, let's see what Shedy goes for next. Because Shedy does have multiple characters and multiple stages, DNA is going to be the next choice.
Shady has like 3 characters, I think. Min Min, yeah, he plays Min Min, Ribbon Girl, and
Twintel. We just
Yeah,
saw a
Twintel,
lot of
yeah.
Twintel.
yeah, he's now going with the Ribbon.
Yeah, still staying with that on a DNA. DNA would be a pretty good stage for that Min switch.
Yeah.
But that loadout that Shedy does play with the Burchuk nade, I think, might not be the most consistent against Ripha's zoning set. And Twintel also does struggle against that Tri-Blast that Ripha really favors.
Yeah, he does.
Shedy has closed in now, though, even with that wide stage that does
Ripha-
favor that dragon. But
Ripha
I mean,
already almost in health.
Ripha does have 2 straightforward arms here, so Ripha is actually just staying the length of the stage and not really using those pillars for cover all too much.
Yeah, Ripha uses the 2 straightforward arms to like how do you say it?
Both players have exchange pokes to around half health there, both looking for that opportunity to get a rush. Ripha gets a nice 1-2 to knock Shedy down, tries to go for the meaty grab, but Shedy gets out of that. And now Shedy gets a bunch of hits in there. Both players looking for that opportunity to get it. Shedy a bit slow there, but whoa.
He is landing the rush anyway.
Yeah, gets the last bit of rush damage in there. Ripha trying to counter rush, but that failed. Now Ripha at like Magic Pixel.
Ripha only needs 1 more hit.
Yeah, Shedy knows this, is staying back, does get a nice Tri-Bolt poke in there to finish things off.
Ripha not making the comeback this time.
Ripha switching it over to the slam here. Maybe the first round would have been better for the slam with the pillars still up, but if it's going to work
that
now.
could have been the combo. Ripha already on health. Oh, is he landing that rush? Oh, that was a little too late. Oh, he's just standing there. Shedy trying to guard now and trying to approach and hits the Tri-Bolt.
Yeah, Ripha did get that knockdown there, but that was just not enough damage. Now Shedy does have the rush and a large health lead, about a quarter. Ripha is going to have to play extremely patiently here if he wants to get out of this. Does not have an option to like get the different firing pattern from Shedy because they both are kind of mirroring each other's arms here.
Ripha only having a quarter of health right now. Can only take like 3 hits right now. Or no,
Took
2.
one though. Oh yeah, there's the one too.
Shedy landing the combo and takes it.
And now Shedy is 2-0 over Ripha. Ripha is going to have to win 3 games in a row to take this best of 5 back.
Shedy banning Temple and Via. Ripha choosing from Mazu.
Let's see if Ripha still keeps that dragon on the left side. Shady is sticking with the
Shady not willing to take any risks, so he's just staying with the twin tail. I mean the ribbon girl. Yeah.
I'm surprised we've seen Ripha also consistently stay on that Ninjara, because Ripha does have a lot of other character picks that he does bring out, but actually just constantly staying Ninjara the last few tournaments, I feel like.
Ripha with that Salamander and Tri-Blast combo.
Both players do get rush at roughly the same time here, also getting about the same pokes on each other. I can't actually see who has the health lead there.
No,
Oh, that is unfortunate.
Ripha dancing in the middle of a rush. He's gonna get punished for it.
The hubris of man.
Yep.
That dance is going to.
That is going to be fatal for Ripha.
Yeah, that gonna give Shady the opportunity to get a nice 300 damage in there, and that might just be able to put Shady over the edge here. Both players.
Let's see how Ripha's plot armor fares against Shady.
Ripha does have the rush ready now, though. Could still turn things around, especially with that
that's
slam.
Gonna kill. Ripha with the thick plot armor.
Yeah, manages to catch Shady there with the extended Slapamander. Let's see if Shady can bring this back to seal out Ripha in that 3-0. I'm not sure if the 3-0 against Ripha has even happened in EU. Like, Ripha's been that dominant.
Ripha, Shady catching Ripha in the air.
Yeah, starting things off with that approach. I mean, I think the Mazo floor has been untouched here so far, so Shady does have a lot of approach options against this zoning set. Especially now, trying to go in close, barely missing that grab though.
Oh.
Now Ripha does have the rush ready. Shady playing a bit too patiently there, maybe. Shady does close in, but Ripha does teleport out.
Yeah, Ripha teleporting into that rush.
Minimizing damage there, only 160, but that is a tri-bolt hit on Boycap to compensate.
Yeah, this isn't looking good for Ripha, but he does land that rush.
Yeah, full
This could be the start of
330
something.
there. Shady does still have the health lead now, though. And Shady will catch Ripha with a tri-bolt after that aerial teleport. And that slap.
That double hit.
The slap coming in around there will just seal that.
Yeah, that could easily been a double KO if Shedy had lower health.
Now Ripha is going to switch things back up to the slam from game one. I mean, from round one for
Ripha
round
catching
3.
Shedy in the air. And something I just noticed. Ripha and Shedy are both using reverse arms.
Yep, but with the same movement patterns. So this does make the matchup a lot more just reflex based and less based on, okay, this option beats that option.
The middle can take one more hit until it breaks.
Let's see who managed to just to get a confirm into that rush though. Both players having fairly nice options there. Shady with the tri-bolt, Ripha with the slam, and Ripha just going for the rush to catch Shady's landing.
That was a really damage high rush, but it did something.
Shady could still take things back there with that rush of his own though. Just needs to find a nice tri-bolt confirm.
Ripha walking into that tri-bolt.
Yeah, Ripha is keeping his distance there and zoning in Shady way.
We're really close to defeating Shedy. Oh, the middle breaks open until the last seconds.
Yeah, that broken trampoline just delayed delayed Shady's get up there. And Ripha just closing out that round with the threat of a rush.
Ripha banning Scrap and DNA, which both happen to be very defensive stages. Ripha is probably trying to play more aggressively for the next match. Yeah, Shedy is going to Mazo again.
I mean, Mazo was Shady's stage choice.
Yeah, I bet
time,
Mazo
though.
is one of Shady's favorite stages. It offers both defensive and aggressive play depending on if the middle is broken or not.
Though I do question it a bit. In the matchup against Ninjara, I don't think Shady necessarily needs the defensive play mode of Mausoleum. But then again, I mean, Mausoleum in general is just a circle, and it does allow Ribbon Girl to constantly back away fairly easily and not get cornered.
Ribbon Girl having the ability to play both very aggressively and defensively. Well, defensively, in my opinion, being one of her.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Definitely with oh yeah, Shady jumping in close and getting a nice 245 there. Now Ripha does get the
Shady for the rush. I mean fast fall. Yeah.
Ripha does get the win there, but does blow Shady far away there. Oh,
Shedy spamming that Firebolt, and it happens to work.
It does catch Ripha's sidearm explosion there. But yeah, that is another reason why Mausoleum is a fairly good stage in this matchup. That Slime with the sideways wind box will not make wind confirm easy for Ripha. And Shady just taking that first round there too.
Ripha being on this tournament round right now.
I mean, Ripha, we've seen Ripha make the losers bracket runs, but this is still going to be huge for Shady if Shady takes this.
Ripha really likes making the comebacks.
Shady is looking good so far with the pokes, dodging that Tri-Blast really nicely with that short hop with the one arm extended.
Yeah. Shady getting a lot of pokes in against Ripha. And Ripha seems to keep falling into it.
Ripha does, like we saw there, Ripha just got multiple slams hit in there, but because of the stage architecture, it's always going to knock Shady to the side. It's not going to knock Shady into a corner, so Ripha cannot get win confirms off this.
Yeah, right.
If there was a win confirm, I mean, Shady is at less of a quarter health, so that would have been the round. There's a nice Tri-Blast there to knock Shady forwards onto the trampoline.
Shady only needing one more hit right now before getting defeated. Can Shady still bring this back?
Gets a nice 1-2 hit in there, but does have the rush.
Ripha landing the Slamamander.
Yeah, Shady getting a bit too aggressive there, trying to fish for the rush to end the round. And Ripha going back to the patented Ice Dragon on the last round. Still on the left arm, though.
Either Ripha or Shady needing to take this. No. Shady falling into a lot of pokes from Ripha.
Ripha getting a lot of nice 1-2s here, using the trampoline to zone. Because, I mean, while Ribbon Girl does have some nice trampoline movement options, that slam is going to go around and win Shady the rush exchange. Shady trying to go for the trampoline approaches. Does avoid the punishes there, but doesn't get anything off it. That
Shedy missing a lot of those hits, but lands one in the end.
that dragon is so threatening as a
Shedy
trampoline punish option because of that lingering hitbox.
Shedy being very, very patient on the trampoline.
Playing with
But-
fire though, there's
Yeah.
the dragon hit. And Ripha does have the rush now though, is starting to approach a little bit more to find that opportunity.
Yeah, Shedy should stop jumping on the trampoline because it is doing good work for him.
That Tri-Blast rush is barely going to catch Shady on the edge, but now Shady does have the rush, is probably going to try to turn things around here. But Ripha teleports out.
Oh,
That's going to be Ripha's round. It's going to go back to 2-2.
That was really damn close. Ripha calling the trampoline stupid. What did the trampoline ever do to you?
Shoutouts to Cara Benito. If you fall, there is a trampoline waiting to catch you.
Maliv, now that you say Ripha testing, could you make an emote with that name on it? Please.
And we are going to be going to DNA.
Oh yeah, my bad, I forgot to change. Almost change stages. Both Go is staying with their sets, playing it safe. I don't know what happened to Penso, but I'll take it over.
Oh shoot, my mic was muted because I drank water.
Nice. Ripha playing really jumpy right now, trying to get so spokes in.
If Ripha gets one more Tri-Blast hit in there, I would literally drink water.
Same.
But Shady is managing to take back a few pokes here, breaking a bunch of those tubes. We we did see Ripha actually go dodge behind those a bit more. Ripha winning the rush exchange here, waiting out the slap from Shady to take that.
Gets caught in the air.
There's another
That's
nice
gonna be
Tri-Blast
another
hit in there from Ripha, making me reach for that
Oh,
glass.
Lands another Tri-Blast. That's gonna be it.
Shady was looking so good at around game 3, but Ripha just managed to take the momentum back. Now going for that Tri-Blast list set that we saw earlier. Let's see if it can work out this time.
Oh, Ripha dropping a Tri-Blast, yeah. Or the Slam.
And still keeping the Ice Dragon on the left arm, which is still continuing to weird me out. Both players do
Shady-
have the rush now, though.
Shady being the master of parrying.
This is going to... Ripha is going to need a huge read to get this rush off, though. Or a
Oh.
nice win confirm, but that is too
Oh.
slow. Shady's
Yeah,
going
both
to
of
drop
those
fast.
rushes are too slow to hit it consistently.
I know Ribbon Girl has a fast fall, but that was an unintentional fast fall to avoid that. And Shady going for that rush too, but Ripha just being so slippery and managing to avoid that.
Shady now having to be very careful with using shield because it's red right now.
There's a nice 1-2 from Ripha, but Ripha has the rush back now. And uses it just as Shady jumps into the air. Gets a lot of pressure on that left arm side.
Shedy could have gonna get a punish in there, but
Shady is going to have to stay back a little here and just spam a few arms out to charge up that rush. But no! Ripha catches
gonna
that
be
side
it.
dash with the
that's
slam.
gonna be it.
I didn't think this switch to the Tri-Blastless set would work, but it did for Ripha.
Ripha with that. That was one sick comeback.